Hey, good morning, everybody. Hinterland Customs here. Having a drink of coffee. First off, I got to give Ray 1965 a shout out. Thanks, Ray, for giving my buddy Lee a shout out. I told Lee yesterday I was going to give him a shout out as well. He's new to the community. He's been out talking to a few people, but you know, being new, it's kind of tough sometimes. I think we've all been there. So that's one of the things that Ray and I both do is try to make people feel welcome and give their channel a little bit of visibility. Um, Lee lives here in my town. He's the one I've talked about in past videos that is the local eBay seller. I was my name for him. But yeah, he's the co-founder of our model car club here in town. And he's also the co-founder of a Facebook page called, I believe it's called Model Car Swap Meet. And it's got like 8,500 followers right now or something. Pretty crazy. He's one of the admins on that page too. So if you're on that page, you've seen him as an admin. You've seen him before. But he decided to, get into YouTube and give it a shot and put some of his work out there. He's been building a long time. He builds cars, trucks, anything auto. I think he's built sci-fi before too. I mean, his knowledge is very awesome. He's one of those guys, and there's a few of you out there, but I love the fact I can mention something about a kit, and he can tell me everything about it. If it's easy to put together, if it's got mold line issues, if it's if it's been reissued 3 times in the last 30 years. I mean, he knows a lot about the kits and stuff, and just a real great guy to have around. So I wanted to give him a shout out, Lee Hartman. I'm going to put a link for his channel in this video. The second person I want to give a shout out to, and I've been meaning to do this for over a month now, and I haven't gotten around to it. I've been just kind of scatterbrained. Is Bare Bones Garage, and Bare Bones Garage is a guy that builds he builds lots of different kind of cars. He's got some muscle cars and different things he's worked on. He's got some really cool build, guys, and he's got he's done some tips and tricks recently on something he does for chrome effects that looked really cool to me. So I'll put a link for his channel in my vid here as well. This in front of you here, this is so yeah. As far as the new guys, let's just make them feel welcome. They haven't been in the community long, and as you guys know, we've had some a little bit of drama going on, and it feels like I just want these guys to feel welcome and to know that the week we've had, that's a rarity for sure, and I'm looking forward to moving forward. But anyway, last time I did this, it seemed like it was well received. The guys that I gave shout outs to, a lot of you took the time to go check out their channel and sub them and stuff, and I really appreciate that. Really, it's awesome. So anyway, next up, I just did some trading and selling at the meeting last night that we had for our local model car club, and I got this Star Wars Encounter with Yoda on Dagobah, and for AMT. It looked like a really cool diorama kit, and I've never seen these before. And I mean, even when I was a kid, I was just enamored by anything, diorama and Star Wars. It all kind of comes together there, so that's going to be a fun kit to do. Good practice for painting for me, because I'm not used to really painting figures. I've always just pretty much painted cars, so I'm getting more into stuff like that. And then over here we've got a Phantom F4J by Revell. Love the box art there. This thing is big. It's a 132, and so I might have to sell the car in order to make room for it, or park the car in the driveway instead of the garage, but we'll see. We'll try to make it work. And then the last one here is the 71 Plymouth Hemi Cuda by Revell on top there, and that was a kit that I've had my eye on it for a long time, and I just never pulled the trigger. And I had an NPC car, I believe it was a 72 Pontiac GTO. Excuse me. And this guy wanted it, and he had this, and we did a trade, and it's a really good setup they have. It's everything you do there. It's when you trade, you trade straight across, or they have an unwritten rule that if you bring something to sell, it's $10, and so that works out pretty good, because then there's really, the rules are kind of set, and then you just go with it. And I just felt like, yeah, it was a good time. I'm meeting local people that are here that are in the hobby. So good times, guys. Good times. Here I've got Here we go. Yep, I'm at it again. The June issue of Scale Auto Magazine. And again, guys, if you know of others in here that I miss, let me know. But I've got, let's see if I can, how I do it with the monopod. This one right here, that's Matt Geddert, who's known as Rod Matt. And I wanted to give him a shout out. He's got a 32 Ford. He calls it the Mohawk. That's a really cool looking build there. And as you guys know, Matt's got a lot of great builds. The next one is Freddie from H-Town Model Shop, and that's the Ford pickup that he does. Oh, excuse me, it's 1950 Chevy. How am I doing? The Chevy pickup he's got for the. In fact, he's even got his placard there for his symbol, his avatar for his page and stuff. So, but I was really impressed with that build. That's just an awesome build, and so I had to give Freddie a shout out. He made the magazine here. And then again, we've got Joe Thompson and CT, and with their scratch-built post-apocalypse car, Chevelle Road Warrior. Always impressed with this. This is one of the coolest things I've seen from that genre. Those guys did a great job. And there was one more. Gary Ruby. Now, I don't know him, but I know a lot of people do. I've heard his name. He's got a 40 Ford in here. Lowered, has French headlights. Has a house of color finish. So just giving him a shout out too, because I did recognize that name, and I know in the community a lot of people know him. So anyway, guys, sorry for the shaky camera. Seems like I'm working like everything's on the edge of a cliff, or like I'm on the edge of a cliff backing up here. I don't have the greatest thing going on, but well, I'm running 7 minutes now. So anyway, that's all I got, guys. So yeah, go check out those channels. I'll put the links in there. You know, had a good time last night. I'm meeting up with, you know, getting more involved with the local model car club, which is honestly was a nice break from, you know, it's just nice to meet up with people. You know, sit down at a table and have some pizza and stuff, and just talk about the hobby. So there were some guys there that had recently gone to a show in Seattle and were telling me all about it, and that was a lot of fun to hear about too. So okay, guys, I think that's it for me. Hinterland Customs signing out. Take care. Have a great weekend.